Hey guys, hope this video is finding you well today. And yeah, so as the title suggests, I got laid off this week. I got made redundant. Actually about a week ago now. So I've had just over a week, just under a week now to process this. And I wasn't going to make this video, I thought but I thought, you know what, I'm going to share this with other people because I think probably, this is going to be happening. It's happening for a lot of people now. I think it might be happening to a lot more people in the future, especially when you're in your 50s, like I am. It can be a scary place to be. So I thought I wanted to come on here and just share this with you and show you how, over the last week, really, what I've decided to do about this, how I'm going to deal with it, how I'm going to cope with it, and just, lay out my sort of action plan, so to speak, with the hope that maybe it might help you if you're going through the same thing. I'm not going to go into the backstory of why I got laid off. There's no point. It is what it is. I sort of half expected it, and obviously these things were great in the company at the time, and I was coming to my 2 years, so obviously that you're at a vulnerable spot there. So anyway, it is what it is. I've got no bad feelings about what's happened. It just happened. Obviously you have a range of emotions that you go through. First you're a little bit obviously shocked, and then you're frustrated, and you're angry, and then you get ashamed, and you get embarrassed, and I've been through all that. And then at the end now, so it's like the grieving process. So actually, it's acceptance. It's like, it is what it is. Let's move on, because we can't. There's no point sitting there, thinking, oh, this, and this, and blaming this, and it doesn't work. There's no point. The quicker you move on, the better. So yeah, as I say, I just had a week now to deal with it. And I just wanted to. This is how I've thought about it, and this is what I'm going to do, because I've never been in this position before, so it's all new to me. But obviously, I've seen other people go through this, and I've talked to other people about this as well. And this is sort of my take now as I'm going forward. And I think most of it, as you'll see now, I say there's a few tips here. It's mainly about mindset. I think that's key. I think that's going to be the key to it all. Obviously, there's tactics and strategy, that you can follow, but I think it's all about getting your mindset right. So, number one, the first sort of thing I'm doing, obviously, is, like I've just probably alluded to there, is I've just taken ownership of this. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not saying it's this fault and that fault. It's down to me. If I've got laid off, it's down to me. And I think, even though that might not be completely true, it's partially maybe, absolutely, of course it is. Is when you get ownership of anything, you get control back. You have the power then to go and do something about it. And I've adopted this sort of mentality for lots of things in my life. If anything happens to me now, it's my fault. Whether it's far out of my control, I still look at it and say, right, my fault. What can I do about it? And I think that's what I've done with this. Is that, okay, my fault. What am I going to do next? And I think that is certainly key, because if you sit there playing victim maybe and going, oh no, I should have done this, why that, it's going to be very hard to sort of move on quickly. And you can't just sit there. You haven't got time, to waste on thinking about what should have been and what could have been. So the first thing for me is take ownership, move on quickly, to the next thing. So I think next thing is really sort of another thing, then, is really not to panic. And just take your time, be calm. Initially, I was, I was a little bit stressed, I'm going to admit, and then I thought, right, let's just calm down, because I've done this before when other things have happened. You get stressed, you make quick decisions, emotional decisions, and it ends up being the wrong thing. And I've done that loads of times, and it sent me down God knows how many wrong paths over my life, but not this time. So I've taken this last week to sort of just sit back for a bit, reassess everything, stay calm, stay rational, because obviously there's a world of emotions around you, other people as well. They're coming in and, oh, what this, what about that? So it can be difficult, when you've got responsibilities. But I think it's critical just to step back, take the situation in, really get a good feel of what is actually going on, where you're at. And for me, it's like, what's next? What do I want? Going forward. I've realised what I don't want to do is jump into another full-time job. I mean, I'm at that age now where I'm struggling to be getting told what to do. I don't know about you, but I struggle with it. And I had 15, 16 years working for myself, and then went back into full-time work, and I knew that was going to be a struggle, and it was. I'll be honest, it was. So for me at the moment, the natural thing is, oh, go and find another job quickly, But I'm just thinking, the problem is you can do that, and that's fine. If you're happy with the career you're in, and you just want to keep doing that, that's fine. Go and find another company where you can do that. For me, I wasn't really super happy in the job I was in. I certainly don't want to be, getting told what to do by someone else. And I've always had this idea of being back in doing my own thing again. So that's where we're going at the moment, and that's what we're going to be sort of planning for over the next 3 to 6 months. Obviously, if that doesn't materialise in it, then we'll have to reset and look at potentially going back into sort of full-time employment. But as it stands at the moment, it's about next steps is going to be, what do I want? Just sitting back and thinking about what I want. And I think also as well is, again, during this time, again, this is another mindset thing, is really getting into sort of gratitude, because you can panic, you can think, oh God, you start comparing against other people, especially as you're getting older. A lot of people are on, look at me, 50 odd now, I'm getting laid off, and all my friends are this and that and the other, and you can really start comparing against everyone, and that starts to play around with your head. I'll tell you that now. I've been through all that this week, but I'm finally at a place where I'm sort of accepting, as I said before, and now it's all about gratitude for what I've got. What is good, even though the work that side of it is not great at the moment, what else is going well? Well, I'm healthy, I'm in good shape, I've got a great family around me, I've got good friends around me, I'm all right, I've got food on my table, I've got warmth, I've got a house, I've got everything that I need. Okay, so, and I'm really, really, really going deep on that at the moment, because I think that's really helping me mentally to sort of stay on track, is to sort of just show, okay, that area of my life is a bit of a shit show at the moment, but this is all good, and that's fine, and you're fine. So, and I think the other thing as well I'm trying to do along with this, I've lost in tips what they are now, but the next bit for me as well is just focusing on the moment as well. Obviously, I'm starting to think about the future, because we can't help it, that's the way the ego is, but I'm now just taking every day as it comes, so to speak. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I think ground yourself into sort of the present moment, and enjoy. The fact that I'm out here now, it's middle of the day, I'm out here walking, great, fantastic, enjoy it. Because maybe in a few months I won't be able to do this. So I'm just really, really enjoying the moment as much as I can. Obviously, I'm taking action and doing other things to sort of change the situation, but I'm also at the same time enjoying this time that I've got again. This time I'm back, and obviously I'm filming this is just before Christmas, so it's obviously a great time of year to sort of sit back and reflect and think about plan and strategize out for the coming year. So and I'm really enjoying that as well. So then really it's about, for me then, getting the mindset right, and next is really just thinking about the tactics and the strategy and having a plan. So that's what I've been really thinking about this last week. Fortunately for me, I've got a couple of side hustles that I was doing alongside my job, so I can obviously dive deeper into that, get back more into the freelancing work that I had, and also I had a business opportunity that I was starting to think about launching in the new year. So now it's all systems go from that, and that's actually saved me, to be honest, because I think if the job was all I had and that's what I was based around and just thinking about, then I think I'd be a bit more scared about what was going to happen. But the fact that I've actually got other things going, other things I can pursue, it's given me straight away. I'm into a plan. I'm into a set of a structure and a framework that I've got to start working towards. So I've really had no it's been a transition straight into that, rather than, and again, it gives you that power. It gives you that power that you're doing something, because there's nothing worse, of just getting back on, sending your CV out and doing all that, and then you're just powerless to sort of to do anything. You sit there waiting all the time. Whereas if you've got like a project Something that you, with a clear and strategic plan, which I have, I can just throw myself straight into that at the moment, and I feel like I'm making progress. I feel like I'm doing something positive, and yeah, it's just been great. It's been actually really good timing, to be honest, getting that set up. So yeah, I think that's key. I think having, because even though I'm talking about just taking your time and all that, but at the same time you do need to think, what am I going to do? What's going to happen here? Once you've got that sort of feeling, okay, what am I doing? What's the next steps? What do I really want to happen? Whether it be go and get the same job, but maybe go and get another job, start another career, maybe go and do into education, maybe like see me start a business. You've got, once you've made that decision, then you really need to start to take action as quickly as you can, to get things rolling and just get your head in the game again. And again, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just going to just refer to my notes quickly. So with that in mind as well, I'm sort of back to basics for me. So on this channel I speak a lot about fitness, and because that's what I'm into, that's what I'm passionate about. But I think fitness, as I said, always said, is the gateway to greatness. And for me now, I'm doubling back into. I've always been doing my training, my fitness has been consistent anyway, but I'm doubling down on it now, really throwing myself into that, because I know, if I can get myself in even better shape than I wanted to be, that's going to bode well for my ventures, for anything I want to achieve. It's going to give me that surge of optimism and surge of, again, control and positivity in my life, and I've got something that's going really well. So I would certainly say to you now, if you have going through this situation with me, same as me, get fit, get healthy, get yourself in the gym, or get out there and start using the time you've now got. Just get yourself in really good shape. It will really help your mindset, and I think it will just obviously be a real asset to you going forward, and depending on what your next steps are going to be. And the same thing is I'm keeping the same routine. I'm not allowing myself to start lying in bed or just taking it easy. I'm up at the same time. My routine's pretty the same. Obviously things have changed. I'm outside now, but I'm still putting in 3 to 4 hours of work and preparation, and start doing stuff on my new strategy and my new plan. I'm up at the same time, I'm out at the same time, I'm getting dressed. I don't fall into this trap of just letting everything fall apart, because I don't think that, from a mindset perspective, is very healthy. I don't think it helps you out. I think if you can keep going, keep things the same as much as you can, while still enjoying the time that you've got, I think that's, for me, well, I say for me, it's definitely helping me out at the moment. So I think that's it for now. I'm going to keep sharing this content. I'm going to share updates on this channel about this and what happens next, and how these because when I started this channel, it's obviously the title is Never Too Late, and it was all about, really about going out and achieving big goals and fulfilling potential later in life. I started out with fitness because that's what I know, that's what I'm passionate about, and I think it's something that anyone has got control over. But I really wanted to talk about other things that that potentially people want to do later in life. Like, say, start a new business, travel the world, get a new career, go back to university, whatever it is, get a new relationship. That's what this is all about. This channel's all about. It's about people who maybe have got to this stage in life and who are just thinking there needs to be more. I'm not doing enough. I'm just not hit that full potential that I knew I had, or there's something gnawing away inside you that needs to come out, that you need to explore. So for me, I'm looking at this as a massive opportunity, actually, because this business idea, or growing this business, has been festering away at me for a while. So this, I think, maybe the universe is just giving me that little push that I needed, just to jump in and get going. And I just want to just end this now by saying, if you are still watching this, thank you, by the way. It really helps the channel out. And I'm just going to say to you now, if you're going through this now, whatever age, whether you're 50s, 60s, 20s, 30s, whatever, I just want to say to you that you can handle this. You can handle it, and whatever it is, it's never as bad as you think it's going to be. Everything's working for you. You can handle it, and I tell you now, if you get yourself sorted out, get your mindset right out, this could be the making of you. It could be the actual, the point, turning around point in your life where everything goes, you know, onwards and upwards. Okay, so I just wanted to give you that because that's where I'm at the moment. I'm at with all the sort of, you know, the fear and all the sort of uncertainty that comes with this sort of position. I do think you've got to, if you look at it as a massive opportunity to go out there and do what you've always wanted to do, then embrace it, and good luck. And please let me know if you're going through this now. Drop me a comment below. You know, let's all support each other. Let me know if you've been through this and you've got through it and you've come through the other side and things have gone great. I'd love to hear your story, because obviously that will help anyone else who is listening to this at the moment and is feeling a little bit sort of stressed out. Okay, guys, appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And for all the other guys and girls who've subscribed to the channel, don't worry, I'm going to definitely keep going with the other content as well. And I really appreciate you all. Thanks all. Speak to you next one. Thanks. Bye.